Wix website tutorial, complete tutorial for beginners. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys step by step on how you can get started with Wix. So Wix is one of the most popular drag and drop website builders out there, and it's popular for a reason. Wix is highly versatile and it provides you with different solutions for different types of websites. Whether you're a consultancy creating websites for multiple different clients, or you're just a business owner like me who wants to build their own website for their own businesses, then Wix is going to be a great option for you. The best part is that they have Wix Studio for more professional creations, as well as a free to use tool. So if you're looking to just get started and to just build a basic draft, you can get started for free. It's completely free, and you can use their own hosting and free domain to launch your website within 10 minutes. So let's get started. The first step to get started with building our Wix website is to click on Get Started on the top right. And we will be discussing pricing of Wix plans and the different features that Wix plans have at the end of this video. So make sure to stay tuned for that because I do have recommendations for which plan you should be opting for. Now let's go back into our sign up. Over here, you're just going to put in your email address as well as a suitable password. I'm going to be logging on using Google. You can do that as well. You can use Facebook as well as Apple if you want. And once you do that, your Wix account will be created. Now, within Wix, you have no limit to the number of websites you can create. And you guys can see I have created 2 websites in the past, but I'm going to click on all sites and then click on create new site. Now, whenever we're building a website, Wix will give us 2 options if we want to start with a AI chat or start without the chat. So I want to get started with the chat. The reason why we're doing this makes it really easy for you to have a custom content added, to have the features that you need at the tip of your hands. So starting off, you're going to answer them about, what your website is all about. So for my particular website, this is going to be a portfolio website for Midge Maisel, a makeup artist, professional bridal makeup, studio makeup. Now, after that, I'm going to wait for the next question. What is the name of your business or project? So it's going to be called Midge Maisel Makeovers. Let's say it's MMM. Now, after that, I'm just going to wait for it to proceed. What is the primary goal of our website? So the primary goal of our website is going to be to get bookings, and I'm going to show you guys how you can integrate bookings. And after that, we're just going to wait. Now you guys can see on the right, by default, it's suggesting site apps, portfolio, blogs, and forms. Additional goals such as showcasing your work, selling products. So showcasing work is going to be one of my secondary goals, and those are just my 2 primary goals that I want to set for my website. What is your unique selling point? So my unique selling point for my makeup business is a luxury experience in affordable prices, high-end or services provided at your doorstep. Now, after that, we're just going to wait for the next question. And these questions, depending on how much information you're providing, can become more detailed. Now, you guys can see it has taken all the information that it thought was necessary. And now I'm going to click on Go to Dashboard. Now, once you do that, what it does is that based upon the answers you gave, it generates custom services, it installs all the relevant applications for you, so you don't have to manually go through all of these processes, and this is what your site dashboard is going to look like. So over here on the left, you have your basic setup, your home, and you're getting paid, booking calendar, sales, catalogs, blogs, portfolio, and apps. Now, some of these features are only available to me because applications have been installed. So the getting paid feature is available because the e-commerce applications have been installed. But don't worry, I'm going to show you guys how you can manually do that as well. Now from here, I'm going to click on Design Site, and once I click on Design Site, I can get started with my site design. Now I can pick a template or generate with AI. I want to generate with AI. I don't want to use a template for this. I want AI to generate my template for us. So we're going to open up the Wix website editor for this, and you're a makeup artist. And based upon the pre-established information, it's going to start using the information you provided to start building your template. And this is why it's important that if you're going to opt for these AI tools, you do answer them as much as possible. Site will be put together, site with one page. The site will have your site description, your site theme will be modern with monochromatic design in black and white. You'll have a layout with a grid line and strokes with a mosaic-like style. So right now it is generating our entire theme. You guys can see on the right side we will have a preview, and our preview is now being created. Oh, this is so beautiful. This is actually way better than I had anticipated. Now, from here, you can tweak the design, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to continue with this design because I like it. And then it's going to prompt you to connect your own domain, but we're just going to continue to the editor. Now, once we've done that, let's go on ahead and start editing. Now over here, it's adding Wix bookings, it's adding Wix blog, and I actually don't need the blog section, so I'm gonna remove that. It's adding Wix portfolio, which is a good application to have. Now, if you are starting with a complete blank template and you have no clue on where to add these applications from, simply click on this pink button on the left, which is the applications button. So you're just going to click on that, and once you click on that, it's going to show you all applications and you can download the relevant applications. And when you download certain applications like the booking application or the portfolio application, they create their own pages within your website. So you don't have to create those separate pages for those sections to be formed. Now you guys can see this is what the menu looks like. I'm going to click on Edit Menu. Once I do that, it's going to show me the Hamburg menu mode. I'm going to exit this. We're going to go into settings, and I'm going to remove this plus icon because I don't like it, just like that. And then after that, okay, so currently we only have one menu item. We don't have any other pages, so there are no other items. And if I click on pages and menu on the left, you guys will see these are all the pages. However, these are currently not structured. They haven't been filled out, so they're empty. But from here, now, you guys can see there's a lot going on. So let's simplify some of the things over here. Starting off with the blog. So I don't need the blog. I'm going to click on Add Apps on the left and then click on Manage Apps. Once I click on Manage Apps over here, installed Wix Business Solutions, we have Wix blog, and I'm just going to click on that and then click on delete, and then I don't need it anymore, and we're just going to delete this. And you can do this for any application that you no longer require. Now below that we have our basic footer, which looks pretty decent. Now on the top left, it has our logo. Now I'm going to delete this because it has just used text to build our logo, and you can go into Wix logo, not Wax logo, Wix logo, and you can go into the free logo maker on Wix. You can click on Get My Logo. This is again another amazing Wix tool which can help you in building your logo. You can create your logo within minutes, and then you can create without chat over here. What type of business do you have? It's a makeup artist, and then I'm going to click on next. I want my logo to be timeless, and my business name is Midge Maisel Makeovers, and then I'm just going to click on next. Get AI tagline suggestions because I do not have a slogan, but this does strengthen your brand. Enhancing natural radiance, and I'm just gonna click on done. Once I do that, again using Wix, we're just gonna design our logo, and you don't need to pay for any of this. This is completely free. And we have a couple of different options. So we have this one, this one, this one. I think I'm gonna go with a simplified logo. So for that, I'm gonna be using Canva simply because I want to go with a text-based logo. And I'm just going to search for a logo here. open up a blank canvas. Once I do that, I'm just gonna search for elements, search for the letter M, go into graphics, and I have a bunch of different, letterings, and I just want to use some letterings for this because I want my logo to just look cute. I think I'm just gonna go for something cute like this. I think this is a bit too wobbly. M, and then I'm gonna search for lipstick because it's triple M, so I would want it to be like thrice MMM. That would look very exaggerated. I'm just gonna do this instead. And we're gonna go into elements, go into lipsticks. And this is just, your own personal style on how you want to create your logo. We're just doing this for our website. And I'm just going to expand it over here, place it like so. Go into layer and then click on send to back. Now, this is posing a bit of a transparency issue. So I'm gonna change the lipstick tube on this like so. I'm just gonna select this from here, place it over here, and then layer this to the back. And then just click on share, download, transparent background, and then go back into Wix to upload this. To add your logo, now to make this easier, you can actually go into your site dashboard and add the logo over there. What that does is that anywhere where it has a metadata value that your logo should be there, it will automatically add it. So you can go into your basic setup, and in your basic setup, you can go into home page. And once you go into your home page, you have your business information. Make sure to change this as well to make it accurate. And if you scroll down, you have your city, contact info, phone number, second location, all of this information, so it's easily transferred. Now, if you just want to add your logo directly, click on the plus icon and then click on image, click on upload image, and then upload your own image. If you want, you can even connect your Google account or socials to make it easier. I am just going to be connecting from here. And let's just wait for our design to be uploaded. Click on add to page. Once you do that, it's going to be added to your page. Now the next step is going to be to change my header strip. So I'm going to delete the strip. Then I'm going to click on the header design, click on quick edit, and not the image, the section background or that. So again, I'm just going to click on quick edit, and we have multiple different elements within this header. So I'm going to change the header design. The fill is going to be white instead. And now I'm just going to resize the logo. And then after that, I'm just going to attach to the header like so. Once I've done that, I'm going to place the header like so. Do this. Going to place it over here. You can, choose the alignment however you like. Now, below that, we have our basic text and images, which we can drag and edit. However, if we want to enhance your website further, we might want to create new sections. So I removed the blog section, but I want to include a my work section or my portfolio that is going to be directly displayed within my basic homepage. So for that, you guys can see if I go into my pages and menu, it does have portfolio pages, and I have my portfolio section over here. So I can click on that to open up what my portfolio actually looks like. And currently this is blank. Now, this depends on your personal preference on how you want to, approach a portfolio. If you want separate project pages, collection pages or not. But I want to display like a short bit of my collections over here. So I can go back into my pages. So we're going to go into our site menu, our home page. And after that, we're going to scroll down. And in this empty section, I can click on the plus element. And you can add your portfolio in different ways. So if you want, you can directly go into gallery, okay? And in gallery, you have multiple different galleries. You can add grid, stacked, whatever type of gallery you want. Sliders, as well as dispensary grid, however it is, your preferred style. So I'm gonna go with, let's say, a very basic grid gallery like this. And then you can click on the settings and you can change the images and then add your own images. Additionally, you will also see that if you have a blog, you can link that over here as well. Just saying that for people that do have a blog. If not, you can directly just, leave your footer if you do not want any additional section. However, I do. I'm going to go into add section. And in that, I'm going to make it a really cutesy little section. So I'm just going to add a blank one. I'm going to hold this and move it to the bottom. And then we're going to remove the text within it, not the entire section. I just don't need any more text. I want this to be like a visual site, like so. And we're just gonna go on ahead, go with image gallery. And choosing this can be, a lot of the design choices on Wix are honestly what take you more time rather than, having to figure them out. It's just because you have so many different options and availabilities, it can be so difficult to choose. But I'm gonna then click on manage media. And we're going to deselect all of these. We're going to have to add our own media. And we're going to just be using add to page just to add these to our page instead. Add media, image, and then we're going to be using this one. These are just some AI generated images that Wix has created for us, which we can use as placeholder images until our own site content is ready. So no title, same as the file, and we're just going to replace, select all, deselect, and we're just going to click on done. Click on the width, you can stretch this as well, manage media, and then I can remove the older images. Now this is just one page on Wix that has so many different abilities which can help you in making it very interactive and very interesting. When you are creating your Wix website, you can click on save on the top right and you can see you get a free domain. You can connect your own domain as well. But when you save your website, you want to go back to start adding your own portfolio information and your services or your bookings, whatever it might be. So to do that, you're going to go into your dashboard. And once you go into your dashboard on Wix, you will see on the left you have your booking calendar. Now, because I added bookings as an application, I can directly use Wix to start adding my own bookings. And in this, you can add staff members, different services, and when you're booking certain services as well. You can add a booking app as well, but I'm going to go into my availability assistant and help me understand booking availability on my site, and Astro will just help you understand it. So first off, you're going to set your default booking hours. You can just do that by clicking on work schedule as well, but if you want, you can use the AI tool. And then you can click on add staff hours. Staff member number 1 is going to be you. And then you can edit the default hours from here. And you can set default hours different for different work, for different members as well. And then these are our default hours, which are fine. So I'm just going to save these as these are. Then we're going to go into our booking list. And from here, you can add different sessions into your calendar. And this is what our calendar is going to look like. Now from here, you want to add the different services that people are able to book. So you're going to go into catalog and then click on booking services. You guys can see 3 services have been created by default. To create a new service, you're just going to click on add new service. Once you click on add new service, choose the service that you want to create. You guys can see that we have different types of appointments that are being suggested, but I want to create a new one. So it could either be an appointment, it could be a class that you're teaching, or it could be a course that you're teaching. Let's say that this is going to be a appointment. This is going to be our bridal trial makeup. And then I can add a tagline, description, the duration. Let's say it's going to take us 2 hours. There's going to be a 5-minute buffer time. And then you can choose how clients are going to pay for this with a plan, per session or with a plan, or per session. This is going to be per session. Then you add the price as well as the payment preference. So if you want to be paid online for the entire amount, if you want the entire amount in person, if you want it to be either online or in person, or online deposit and the rest in person. Now, to reduce the number of cancellations that I get, I usually like to set up a online deposit and the rest can be paid in cash, because sometimes people book and reserve spots, but they don't deposit. And if they don't deposit, it's a very likely chance those people are not showing up for their appointments. So to make sure to go for that option. But after that, we have our basic location. So you enter the location. Now, if you're someone that is providing makeup services at other people's doorstep, you can just add your basic business location here, and you can specify that these services are provided throughout. So whatever your domestic area is, you can add that. Then you have your assigned staff. Now, different staff members, if you have a business that you're creating your website for, different staff members would have different functions or things that they are performing, and you can assign them to certain services. Then you have resources and images and booking preferences. Then just click on Save to add your new booking on Wix. Now we've set up our basic bookings and calendars. However, the next step is to actually add our portfolio so people are able to know what type of work do we perform. You can do that by clicking on Portfolio on the right. And once you click on Portfolio, you will have different types of work that you can showcase. Now, these are suggested with AI, so editorial makeup, bridal looks, fashion shoots, runway makeup. Let's say I only do these two. Import from the Wix Media Manager. I'm just going to be using this, and I'm going to click on Generate Projects, and this, based upon the images that I provide, can generate projects for us. Editorial makeup, a collection of editorial makeup looks, and then I'm going to click on Create, and now this will create a project for us. Now this is all AI based. It barely takes you like 20 minutes to set this entire thing up, and you can add as many images as you want. What's the difference between a project and to a collection? Well, projects can be sorted into collections based upon the type of project they are. So let's say I worked with Alyssa and Sarah as brides, and I can just group them together into one collection called bridal makeup. Instead of building different collections for them, I just built them as two separate projects and then add them as one collection. And you also have integrations where you can showcase your portfolio from different applications. So if you are using Dribble, Instagram, Google Photos, you can sync those over here as well. Now, next up, if you want any other applications, so if you want e-commerce functionalities, if you want media and content design elements, as well as other simplification tools such as upselling tools, email marketing tools, you will find all of these in the app section, which you can explore. Now, going back into our home, below that you have your site and mobile app. In that you have your website and SEO. So this will show you the current plan your website is on, whether it's published, and your site settings, as well as how your website is going to look like on Google. So it looks pretty decent. Then you have your site performance, the accessibility, your site speed, and track your site uptime. Now, site speed is a major component in maintaining viewership, and you do want to ensure that your site speed is a decent speed. Then below that, as I was telling you guys, you have your logo and branding section, so you can just set up your own branding here so it's applied throughout all of your pages. Now let's go back into our Wix website editor, and we're going to first customize our navigation. So on the top, we have our header settings, and within our header, we have a really basic header. There's no navigation pane as of yet in this either. So the first thing I want to do right now is to resize this like so. Click on Add Elements, and I'm going to go into Menu and Anchor. Once I go into Menu and Anchor, I'm going to choose this horizontal menu and add it over here. Personally, I really like horizontal menus. You can choose a drop-down menu, you can make a hamburg menu. Usually I prefer drop-down menus and horizontal menus over hamburgs, but a lot of people do like a hamburg menu, so this is just personal preference. Then you can click on Manage Menu and you will see all the pages that are displayed. From there, you can choose to display other pages as well. So if you want any other page, you can create more menu items. And if you create a new blank page, let's say I want to build a page called The Ultimate Makeup 101. Okay, that's just a guidebook page. So I can click on the pages section on the left. And once I do that, I can click on Add New Page, Blank Page. And I'm just going to click on a blank page and build a blank page. This will be added as new page until you rename this in your menu. So this is going to be Makeup 101. And then just like that, it's going to be renamed. From there, you will see design sections if you want to add design sections, AI section generator, or add elements. This is going to be my AI section generator. This is going to be a promotion or just a welcome or about information, a guide to how to do your makeup, all makeup basics, intro to all basic product and how to use them. And then I'm just going to click on generate and it's going to write my text for me, choose some images and build some really pretty sections. And you can do this one by one. So it's going to give me a sample. And if you want to try something different, you can go back into the prompt. Your makeup guide, beauty basics, like so, Maisel. I'm going to go with this one and it's going to be applied. And just like that, we have this section added. We can specify how we want our section to be as well. And each individual section can be really detailed. And you guys can see the layout of this again is very beautiful. Once you're satisfied with everything, you can click on publish on the top right to publish your Wix site with your free Wix domain. Additionally, if you want to finish your website setup with a custom domain, you do have to upgrade on Wix. For that, you are going to have to go into wix.com/plans. Now, Wix has different plans for different use cases. So their light plan starts at $17 a month with free domain connections for up to 1 year and 2 gigabytes of storage space, light marketing suite, and 2-site collaborators. However, if you are looking to sell products directly from Wix, you would have to upgrade to at least the $29 plan called their Core plan with the functionality of basic e-commerce. But for businesses, I recommend going for the business plan at $36, which has standard e-commerce features and a standard marketing suite with 100 gigabytes of storage. This is going to provide you with the best bang for your buck. So I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you have any questions or queries, you guys can leave those in the comments down below. I would love to know what you guys have to say.